Good morning, everybody. Okay, I was able to get the plate mounted in here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it now is floating in the middle between the coil pairs. And what I notice is if I take my probe, now coil pair 1, I'm on channel 2 down here monitoring pair 1. I'm syncing on that on the scope. Now if I start out here away from number 1, I'm getting 2 centimeters on 200 millivolts per centimeter. So I'm getting about 2 centimeters. As I approach number 1, the voltage goes up to 2.5 centimeters, and it peaks at about 2.5. And the same thing on the other side. So that tells me that this, when I'm triggered on this particular number 1, that the max is at the center of the coil, which is what I thought it should be. When I do take and put a clip lead on the disc and I move it back and forth while this thing is running, initially I did see some amplitude changes, but that's because of what I just talked about, and it's got nothing to do with moving the disc. And so that's as far as I got. It took quite a lot of effort to suspend this plate in between these coil sets, and I finally got it. I used some screws over here to just mount the plexiglass in the air above the plate, and the coils are laying on a piece of wood with plexiglass lifting them up closer to the plate, and I use that just to give me an idea. So I think I'm going back to my original school project where I had a coil, and that was in series with a relay, 1.2 volt relay, and I was getting 100 volts stored in caps with pickup coils on the main coil, and I want to redo that circuit and see if I can get I was running on 2 batteries for 24 hours, and it would have continued to run, but I came in the next day in the lab, and then I shut it off. But it was basically self-running, and I had 100 volts to play with on the output. Not a lot of power, because the caps were like, I don't know, 10 microfarad. 10 caps in series, 10 volts in each cap, because of the coils wrapped around the main coil. In that circuit, you have to ensure that the main coil, which is about 4 or 5 inches long, has the right resistance so that the 1.2 volt battery has enough power to the relay to make it awesome, make it vibrate. And what you do is the new circuit, I'm going to use comparators and monitor the batteries and swap batteries back and forth automatically. And once that's working, then I can replace the batteries with the Farad type capacitors. Then we'll have a system running with no batteries in it. Anyway, that's the next test. Anyway, so this one was kind of a farce, and I was hoping for 1.2 volts coming out of the plate, but I didn't get it. So whatever. Have a good day.